Thank you, John. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Thank you, Alex. That was an amazing story. I have been on a cruise, and it can get pretty serious. Annie, Brendan, Vilma, Maureen, you've got an amazing lineup tonight. I just want to say thank you for coming over the bridge from Manhattan. Thank you for coming from the Bronx. And thank you for coming from Brooklyn via Germany. I do have some dating tips. This is for ladies or for gents. Basically, this is how you know if you're dating a drug addict. They will often have to run an urgent errand right in the middle of things. They have to leave the party, they have to go home right then. It's really important. They'll be right back. And they return a while later, fresh and shiny. Or if you decide to accompany them, you have a romantic bicycle ride through the park to their house, where they proceed to shoot up in their bedroom while you idly glance through the magazines on the living room coffee table, wondering what the hell you've gotten yourself into. If you're lucky, like me, you don't join them. You just spend a lot of time waiting around for them to access, dispense, ingest, or clean up after drugs. I have an invisible neon sign on my forehead that says, "Don't even offer." And no one ever does. I've danced through the night at raves amidst hordes of people off their heads, never in danger of seeing something that isn't there or feeling someone who is. If I do take something, it doesn't work. Unless working means paranoia, self-doubt, vomiting alone between two parked cars, weeping migraines, and a 3-day hangover. A long time ago, far, far away, the 90s, Australia, I dated a drug dealer named Shorty, who wasn't short, whose dream was to move to the country and start a meth lab. He was a nice college boy, a chemistry major, from an intact middle-class family who wore long-sleeve shirts all summer long. His roommate was a girl named Bunny who played in a band and had been pretty before she started picking at the sores on her face. They served snacks like prosciutto and cantaloupe slices after they shot up. Here's another way to tell if you're in a relationship with someone who's in a relationship with drugs. There's always a crisis. Part of addiction is addiction to drama. Something borrowed, something broken, someone black and blue, someone raging, always some whacked out calamity. One day, Bunny was talking on the phone, a landline, and when the conversation ended, she didn't hang up for some reason. And the way she tells it, the cops who were listening in started arguing about what to order for lunch. She quietly put the phone down and burst into Shorty's room with the news. Now, mind you, Bunny was addicted to methamphetamine, which, according to the Mayo Clinic website, can have side effects, including but not limited to agitation, false beliefs that cannot be changed by facts, and seeing, hearing, or feeling things that are not there. I wasn't there, but arrived soon afterwards. The house was upside down. Total pandemonium. They'd already flushed a bunch of drugs down the toilet, and the toilet had, not surprisingly, clogged. Shorty was in the backyard with a shovel, and Bunny and some guy I'd never met were running in and out of the back door with black garbage bags. They were burying the drugs. My first instinct, mama's girl, people pleaser, that I am, was to offer to help. What can I do? Luckily, no one answered. It was like the sign on my forehead said, "Not that helpful." It was then I heard, or rather sensed, a voice. turn around, walk out the door. To you, this may seem obvious, but at the time, I was in quite a bad place emotionally, on the rebound, and I wasn't making great choices. Also, I was far from home. Have you ever done stuff in foreign countries you never did at home? Everything feels like it's wrapped in gauze. People have charming accents. What could possibly go wrong? The voice got louder. Leave, leave, leave. I hesitated, not wanting to abandon Shorty in his time of need, but no one was paying any attention. It was like I was invisible. And hearing voices. Or at least a voice. So, quietly, calmly, I turned around and walked out the door. Through the front gate, left past a van which could have contained a barrel full of police. Down that quiet suburban street like it was a movie set. No one yelled for me to stop. No sirens wailed around the corner. I got on the train and went home and left the country 3 weeks later. I listened to the voice. I got out. Out of the relationship, out of Australia, back to the safety of Astoria.